Urban Legend Will Evans, welcome to the live stream. My name is Will Evans, and today we have to talk about this, man. Lil Durk has been arrested, facing the death penalty for murder for hire. And other people around Lil Durk have been arrested for this as well. It's a murder case, but he's facing a death penalty. I believe it started in Florida. Now it's stemming, or he was arrested by the feds in Florida or something like that. And then it's stemming from a shooting that happened in California where somebody was killed. The guy's name was Little Pop, Quando Rondo's cousin. All these guys have issues with each other, and we're going to break this down. 50 Cent reacted to this, or not reacted to it yet, but 50 Cent spoke about this. And 50 said some things about Lil Durk, and it seems like he was trying to save his life. 50 was trying to save Durk's life before all this happened. And, 50 has been trying to put him in power, different things like that. So we're going to get into all that. I have the full indictment. Paperwork in front of me. We're going to go through that. And we're going to talk about this whole thing. I'm going to show you guys what 50 Cent had to say. He spoke about Durk multiple times. I'm going to show you what 50 said. He spoke about how he went to NBA Youngboy. And he pretty much tried. I think 50 was trying to stop it behind the scenes. 50 was trying to stop it behind the scenes, but it wasn't much that he could do, So I think because he couldn't do much, he just tried to reason with these guys. So hit the like button if you're just coming in. We're going to get the rules of the room established. You guys know how we do over here. We're going to go through it step by step. I'm going to break all this down. Durk is facing death penalty. He's facing a death penalty. I'm going to get the reaction of hip hop. A lot of people around the hip hop community are reacting to this. So I'm going to let you guys see what they had to say. We got everything lined up right here. So if you're just coming in, hit the like button. Let's get this live stream started, man. The rules of the room, you guys know how we do over here. Every time we come in, it's the same thing. Let's make sure we keep the likes up. Let's make sure we keep the likes at 50% of the people watching. If we got 100 viewers in the room, let's try to keep 50 likes up. If you in the chat and it's your first time in the chat, your first time on the live stream, let me know. Drop it in the chat. It's your first time. What city you from? And I'm actually about to start pulling up to different cities, and we're going to be doing these live streams from the street. So I want you guys to make sure you drop your city. Let me know where I should come. My whole team, we're going to pull up, and we're going to start doing these topics and doing our live streams from the cities on the street, wherever you guys are at. Crazy situation, man. Crazy situation. This is something that when I look at these type of situations, it's like all I see is people reaping what they sow, man. And it's sad because, you feel like once you get a position to change your life and you start making some money, you go legit. These are the last things that you can imagine happening, or that you want to imagine happening coming from the street. I'm from the street. I understand it. I understand exactly the exact position Lil Durk was in. So we're going to talk about all that, man. Before we even get started, you guys know how I do. I want to start with a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you humbly, God, thanking you that you've forgiven us for all of our sins, God, all the things that we got away with that only you saw. We thank you for being forgiven for those things, God. And we ask forgiveness for the things that we forget that we did that was not of you, God. God, we ask that you bless the hearts of all the victims out there of different crimes, God, that we're going to talk about today. God, we ask that you reveal yourself to the people that are being accused and let them come to you, God, and live right under you, that they may have some redemption in you, Father God. God, we ask that you continue to bless the families of the people that's watching right now and bless them, God, as they listen to this live stream and as they watch this live stream all around the world. We thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for this platform, and we bless your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, man. Let's get back to it. Man. I see Chicago in here. I see Detroit in here. I see Texas in here, Austin. I see everybody in, man. Make sure you guys tell them people, if you subscribe to the channel, subscriber only chat. So if you want to be able to type in the chat, you got to subscribe to the channel. Tell them to keep the likes up if you a legend in here. If you subscribed and you one of the legends in here, Let them know. Keep the likes up. Let's get into it, man. I'm gonna react to all this as we go. So here we go. The article reads, Lil Durk is reportedly facing the death penalty if found guilty of murder for hire. This is what it's saying, man. And we're going to get to the indictment. They saying that Durk got snitched on. We're going to get to all that in a second. The article says Lil Durk was arrested in Florida last night for an alleged murder for hire. Yesterday, October 24th, Lil Durk was arrested in Broward County, Florida. According to XXL, the Chicago rapper is facing murder for hire charges and is currently being held without bond. Man, this is crazy. He can't even get out. He can't even get a bail. So they basically said you stuck here, bro. Ain't no getting out. Ain't no bail, no bond, nothing. You gonna stay here until you go to trial. It was reported that he could receive the death penalty or life imprisonment if convicted. Further details of the arrest have yet to be revealed, but his lawyers Brian Bieber and Alec Ubita says he'll appear in federal court in Fort Lauderdale today. Now, I have his full indictment, so I'm going to show you guys this before we get into what 50 Cent had to say about Durk and all that. I'm going to show you guys the full indictment, and we're going to go through this, man. It's actually pretty crazy. It's actually pretty crazy. So we'll take a look at it. This is what the article says. It says Durk arrest took place just hours after 5 alleged OTF affiliates were arrested. OTF is Durk. If you don't know who Lil Durk is or what is going on, Lil Durk is a rapper from Chicago. His record label is OTF. And you know, he's this dude from the street that, you know, made it in hip hop. Says 5 alleged OTF affiliates were arrested for alleged murder for hire and murder for hire conspiracy. So it's a RICO. It's a RICO. Conspiracy, man. That's a tough. Conspiracy is really tough. I've been charged with conspiracy. By the grace of God, a judge looked at my case when I was charged with conspiracy and was like, this is not legally, you can't charge him with that. And they took it out. So I never had to fight that in court more than a couple court dates. But this is when I was young. I was 18, 19 years old. But conspiracy is a really, really tough thing to beat because all they got to prove is that you knew about the crime and didn't call the police or didn't do anything to stop it. And that's all they got to prove. It's really hard to beat because all they got to prove is your intent of thought, which is, it's a tough thing to fight. How can you prove in court that, no, I didn't think that, no, I didn't know that? It's hard. So anytime you hear conspiracy, you know it's rough. So he's arrested for murder for hire, and he's also arrested for murder for hire conspiracy. Their charges are in connection to the 2022 murder of 24-year-old. I can't even say this fool first name, but it's Lil Pop. That's his street name. Quando Rondo's cousin. So if you guys don't remember what happened back then, Quando Rondo was coming through California. Everybody thought that this shooting that Quando Rondo had was, him was based on his gang affiliations or gang ties, that because Quando is not from California, but he was claiming a California gang. So because of that, people thought that gang or that gang's enemies killed Quando Rondo's cousin when they were in California. But the feds are saying that it was Lil Durk and Lil Durk's people. The feds believe the murder for hire was committed in retaliation for King Von's 2020 death. Now, this story goes all the way back to when King Von was killed, man. King Von is Lil Durk's family member, really, but they were like really close friends. He was killed, and it was a self-defense case. So Quando Rondo and his people, King Von ran up on him. Quando Rondo and his people shot him. Self-defense case. But everybody was saying, what Lil Durk gonna do? Because these are street dudes. So everybody was saying, what is Lil Durk gonna do? Why is Lil Durk not responding? Why is Lil Durk not doing this? Why is Lil Durk not doing that? Slide for Von. Slide for Von. There was a lot of the trolls on the internet was saying that to him. And he obviously was dealing with a lot of grief and going through that and trying to figure it out. And they're saying, the feds are saying that, because of that situation, Little Durk did a murder, or committed a murder for hire, hired somebody to murder Quando Rondo, but they actually killed Quando Rondo's cousin on, in retaliation. They tried to kill Quando Rondo, is what they saying, but the cousin ended up getting shot and he died. So the feds are putting all that on Little Durk and saying, you hire somebody to murder him. And like we all know that the feds don't come unless they have real evidence. They're not going to waste money, resources. They're not going to spend time, pay people salary, pay all those U.S. attorney salaries. They're not going to pay all those investigators unless, and then they're not going to bring the indictment for unless they have real evidence. And we're going to get into the full indictment. I have all the paperwork right here. We're going to see who telling. Somebody snitched on Durk, they're saying somebody wore a wire on him. And it's sad because the person they say wore a wire on him actually is somebody that Durk took care of while that guy was in jail. So the guy used to be in jail, and he said out of his own mouth that Durk was taking care of him back then. But this is the streets, man. This is the streets. This is what happens in the streets. Let me get back to the article. So this is Durk's mugshot. So let's get back to where we were at in the story. Now you guys kind of got the full picture of who Quando Rondo is if you don't know, who King Von is if you don't know, how all this ties together, and why Durk is being arrested. So just a quick recap of that. Little Durk and King Von are close friends. King Von gets killed by Quando Rondo's people, or Quando Rondo's homie. It was a self-defense case, so Quando Rondo and them never went to jail because King Von ran up on them trying to beat him up. They shot him. Little Durk is left to pick up the pieces, grieving. His close homie is gone. Quando Rondo and them running around. They still free. Nothing. There is no consequence for it. Quando Rondo is riding through L.A., being a gang affiliate that's not from California. Quando Rondo riding through L.A., but affiliated with a California gang, allegedly. And as he's riding through L.A., their truck gets shot up. Quando's in the truck. Quando's cousin is in the truck. The cousin gets killed. Quando doesn't get killed. And everybody assumed that it was a rival gang because it's California. That happens a lot. Turns out the feds are saying that it was a murder for hire by Little Durk. So this is back to the article. Prosecutors allege that these men were hired to kill Quando Rondo and that an unnamed member of OTF, which is Little Durk's crew, promised lucrative music opportunities to whoever would. So somebody in OTF, this is what the feds are saying. Somebody in OTF, Little Durk's crew, promised music opportunities, a record label, money to whoever would kill Quando Rondo in LA. The men allegedly used OTF affiliated credit cards to book flights and rental cars. Wow. So the feds have the flights and rental cars. So the feds went in the system, said, these guys are from Lil Durk's crew. They used Lil Durk's credit cards to book the flights and rental cars to get to LA to kill Quando Rondo. It says in August of 2022, Quando Rondo and Lil Pop were at a gas station in Los Angeles when their vehicle was shot up. Quando Rondo, who authorities believe was the alleged target, walked away unscathed while Lil Pop succumbed to his injury. So Quando walked away, Lil Pop died. If you guys remember that video, Quando was up there like, Pop, no. I feel, oh, man, let me not even say that, but I've been in situations like this. I've been shot. I've been in situations like this. I know it's a tough thing, man. In November 2020, Lil Tim was arrested and hit with felony murder charges in connection with King Von's death. In 2023, his charges were dropped. So this is the guy that's around Quando that killed King Von, which is Durk's close homie. It says in 2023 of August of 2023, his charges were dropped under Georgia's stand your ground law, suggesting he acted in self-defense. So they did arrest the guy that killed King Von, but then they let him go on self-defense. At the time, King Von's girlfriend, Asian Doll, took to X with a brief message, and this was her quote: "Because the police said Tim ain't kill him. The police did." Man, come on. We don't take her serious. No other suspect had been named in King Von's death. So that's pretty much the summary of what this article says about Lil Durk being arrested, man. Now, after that, on the internet, because Lil Durk is a street rapper, everybody was saying, "When you gonna do something about that, bro?" All the losers and people that ain't never been to jail, ain't never shot a gun or never been in front of a gun or never been shot by no gun. They was all on the internet, "Slide for Von," saying comments like that in his comment section. "When you gonna do something about Von?" Every time Durk will post something, "When you gonna do something about Von? What you gonna do? You gonna kill somebody for Von?" All that stupid stuff on the internet. And I remember back then looking at it, probably like every other dude from the street that had an opportunity to think differently looked at it. And we was probably all looking at it like, bro, don't listen to these people, please. Because what happens is, as soon as you do what they say, as soon as you react the way the internet wants you to react, they all call you stupid. Entertainers are built for the sake of entertainment, and then they destroy it for the sake of entertainment. So they love you when they're building you up, and it's entertaining to watch you, and they can't wait to watch you crash out because they looking at it like, if he crash out, it's going to be super entertaining. And this is why you can't listen to people, man. Turn them comments off. But Lil Durk was told on, they say. So that's another part of this that they talking about. Let me show you guys this. In Lil Durk's case, they saying that there was a snitch. There was a co-conspirator that wore a wire. This was posted by Say Cheese TV's. Salute to Sean Cotton over there. Got a lot of respect for Sean Cotton. This is the part of the indictment, which we'll get into later. I have the full indictment, but they're saying that Lil Durk snitch was an OTF member, and he was exposed for wearing a wire. His name is OTF Jam. He allegedly wore a wire for multiple years. He previously served a 12-year sentence. So this guy right here, he did an interview speaking about Lil Durk. This is his alleged snitch right here, where he talked about his relationship with Lil Durk. The caption on this says that in an old interview with the alleged OTF informant, OTF Jam, he revealed Lil Durk took care of him in jail and provided him with a home, a car, and $50,000 when he came home. Check this out.
So I've been home a little bit over a year.
Yeah, okay.
A little bit over a year. 12 years flat.
12 years.
Like 12 years. Did my time. Ain't told on nobody.
Right.
Ain't no food shit on my name. Now I'm back. I'm living a life I never thought I'd live. You know?
That's it. Yeah, but like, if you can't talk about it, like, why did you have to sit down for 12?
I went to jail for attempt.
Okay.
Attempt murder. It was more than that, but shit, that's what.
So this is the guy they saying told on Durk, and he's previously served 12 years for an attempted murder. And he had just come home about a year or so ago.
I did my time for. Okay. Attempt. You know. Street shit.
Yeah. But shit, like, how did you even get linked in with just OTF period?
That shit.
Hit the like button if you just coming in. Please hit the like button if you just coming in. If you got a question or comment you want put on screen, send it to the super chat and we'll put it on screen and we'll talk about it.
This ain't no people I met. Nah, I knew them. Like I'm saying, this was before jail. I know Durk was rapping. We came out that loud lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Back then, like before y'all never even heard of that.
So he's saying he been on Durk. The guy they alleging told on Durk saying he been on Durk for years.
Shit in our parties, like personal shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's bro. I'm saying my whole time in jail, that stayed, bro. Like before the money, you know what I'm saying? That was bro. Like I remember when the money wasn't there, first I'm say you 50. I got you. And I
still do
gave my lawyer money and everything when I'm fighting my case.
This is crazy, man. This hurt my heart, bro. This hurt my heart. Not because I feel bad, but I know what it's like to be locked up. I've been there. And by the grace of God, I've been able to change my life and not be this person anymore. But it's a hurtful thing to have somebody that if this dude snitched on Durk like they saying, and Durk gave him 50,000, he said out his own mouth right there, he gave me 50, paid for my lawyers to help him get out of an attempted murder case that he had going on. And then you turn around and tell on this man. Like Durk did. I'm not saying that Durk right or none of that. I don't care. Like how you feel is how you feel. But your man's, the homie just gave you 50 bands. The homie paid for your lawyer, help you get out on an attempted murder, allegedly or supposedly. And you told on him. That make me sick to my stomach, bro. That I don't like telling because I'm a man. I feel like outside of the street morals, I feel like if you do something wrong, you stand on it. Me personally, no matter what, bro. If I did it, I did it. I'm not telling on nobody, sending nobody else to jail. Because you got to think when he's sending Durk to jail, you sending him to jail to not have bond and to fight a death penalty case when you put him up. This is against the feds now. This makes me sick to my stomach, bro. As a man, I was raised. My father, by the grace of God, my father was in my life. My whole family from the street, though, and so it was. I was raised in these morals anyway, but just outside of street morals. As a man, if you do it, you do it. If they catch you doing something, they catch you doing something, bro. Even if whatever, that's just my moral. I'm not saying go to jail for nobody. I'm not saying sacrifice your life. I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying whatever they caught me doing, they caught me doing. I'm not gonna tell on nobody. I ain't got nothing to say. Hey, can't send me to my bed, bro. Where my house? Give me my bunk. We're gonna fight it. We're gonna do what we gotta do. And that's my morals. I've been in the same situation where I had the opportunity and I didn't, bro. Me and the homie was like, man, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take this 12 years together if that's what it is. And that's verified where I'm from. Everybody, if you from the IU, from my area, you know what I'm talking about. So this hurt my stomach to even hear this man say how much good Durk did for him, and you allegedly telling on him. Man,
I ain't gonna lie, Durk come through.
All that, like
Durk come through.
That's sure. I don't give a fuck. Nobody say like. I know I'm a real witness. Like
a lot of niggas can't say anything.
Like my whole time I was straight.
So, what's up? Like he was one of the main motherfuckers that held you down your whole bid.
Hell yeah. A lot of the guys.
Wow.
Did, hell yeah, he was.
I hood like that though.
Yeah. Wow.
I hood like that. No, you like to have. Everybody gets to kick.
Everybody gets to take care of.
No gang shit, none of that shit. It's like some family shit.
That's hurtful, man.
Yeah. We always came together and made sure the guys were straight. Like, shit, this before
he
I was going
rich.
to out home and all type of shit. That shit was mandatory. Like, hell yeah, bro. Like, played this part for sure. Like, overplayed it. I love bro for that. Shit,
yeah, because he's
wow.
super solid, bro. Like a lot of niggas, like you know what I'm saying. He said, Jam get out that jam and give him 50. He ain't gotta ask again, bro.
Wow,
like, you know
man.
He ain't gotta ask shit, bro. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He said he gave him. Durk gave this dude 50,000, and this dude turned around and told on him. And he's sitting there, facts. He gave me 50,000. Not for a crime. Gave you 50,000 just because you the homie and you just came home from jail and we want to make sure you good. Stay out of the streets. This is we're gonna get to the teachable moment in this in a second. Once we finish with this video and after all this live stream, we get through all the facts. We're gonna read the indictment. We're gonna talk about what 50 said and all that. We're gonna get to the teachable moment. Stay out of the streets, bro. It ain't real. It ain't real. The love, all that stuff is not real, man. That world don't even exist for real. And I can tell it. I can tell y'all because I come from it. I'm on the other side of things. I done got my life right. Got right with God. Everything. Business-wise, legit. Running businesses, employing people. I can tell y'all from both sides of things. It's not real. Ain't nothing over there worth it. Ain't nothing over there like you think it's going to be. I lived it. I did it. I've lived complete opposite to it, and got away from it, and got out of it. I didn't took the bullets. So stay out of it, man. Stay out of it. It's hurtful to even watch this.
Right?
More than that. More than that.
But so, can you tell us how much he gave you, or you don't want to even?
No, I ain't gotta get into all that, but bro made sure he made a way for me to be straight, like he's saying that I asked again, you know, like shit. Crib, car, all that. They let me take care of anything I have to take care of. Period. It's still up.
That's what we do. Hell yeah, because shit, you just came home not too long ago. Like when you come home.
So I've been home a little bit over a year.
Yeah. Okay.
A little bit over a year. 12 years flat.
12 years.
Like 12 years. Did my time. Ain't told on nobody.
Right.
Ain't no food shit on my name. Now I'm back. I'm living a life I never
Man. Man, listen, man. If you still think the streets is for you, pay attention. And really, it ain't even just the street. It's just when you live outside of alignment with what God have for you. When you live outside of the alignment of what God have for you, you know what I'm saying? It don't end good, bro. This is crazy. All right, man. Let's get into what 50 Cent. Let's get into the parts that 50 Cent was speaking about Lil Durk. I believe 50 Cent tried to save Lil Durk previously from this. I think 50 saw it coming, and he started saying things in different interviews about Lil Durk specifically. And 50 don't normally talk on somebody unless he already talking to that person behind the scenes or something else is going on. 50 did an interview this year speaking about this situation. Let me see if we, I'll just play it right here. The first time, I'll go back to the first time. I got two times that 50 talked about Lil Durk. The first time, he tried to make Lil Durk a little bit less. Look, when this first happened, I said 50 is trying to save Durk from something that 50 see coming. I did a video on it. This one was about maybe 2 years ago. This is the first time I heard 50 ever speak on Lil Durk. And it was something to the effect that Lil Durk is not really like how y'all think he is. Hit the like button if you're just coming in, please. 50 said Lil Durk is not like that. Like he out the streets. He's a good kid if you meet him in real life. And I was like, I thought that was interesting to hear 50 say that. Let me play that for you guys so you guys can hear it for yourselves. Check this out right here. This is what 50 said. Let's play this.
Like when you see like Durk and these other artists that come out that have that like the element that is coming straight out of the environment. You know what I'm saying? And then you look like, and it's pure Chicago, what you get from them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it, I'm like, and I was turned on to them so early because I remember I was crazy about Chief Keef in the beginning. Yeah. When Chief Keef first came, they thought Chief Keef, they just didn't know. He just didn't know what they was talking about. He was like, yo, nah, like what they talking about? He know the environment, how to survive and function there. And it was in a whole new world with this actual business, you know what I'm saying? But once you get a chance to kind of know them, you start to like them because they're not like the music. What the music is saying is not who they actually are. Like and it's the same thing with me too. Or you wouldn't be able to grow past those points. You would just like the guy who does exactly what I'm saying and does is not successful.
Are you doing another album? I heard.
So 50 was trying to say in so many words, like, hey, Durk and them is good people, man. Like they ain't living like y'all think they are. And I thought that was interesting that 50 used interview time because 50 is wise enough and media trained enough that if he using his interview time to say something, it's something that is important to him. He not gonna waste time talking about something that he don't really care about. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna waste time just talking about it if he don't really care about it. So when 50 said that, and he said, Chief Keef and Durk, they not really with the music. It's just music. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first time I heard 50 talk about Durk and say anything about it. I got another one I'm gonna play in a second. I just want to discuss that because 50, again, is very intentional with his words. So that's the first time I was like, oh yeah. This is something that, 50 has his radar on. It's on his radar. Because he wouldn't speak about it. I'm gonna play it one more time and we're gonna break it down. I played it all the way through. Let's play it down.
You see the new versions, like when you see like Durk and these other artists that come out that have that like the element is coming straight out of the environment. You know what I'm saying? And then you look like, and it's pure Chicago, what you get from them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it, I'm like, and I was turned on to them so early because I remember I was crazy about Chief Keef in the beginning.
Yeah.
When Chief Keef first came, they thought Chief Keef, they just didn't know. He just didn't know what they was talking about. He was like, yo, nah, like what they talking about? He know the environment, how to survive and function there. And it was in a whole new world with this actual business, you know what I'm saying? But once you get a chance to kind of know them, you start to like them because they're not like the music. What the music is saying is not who they actually are. Like and it's the same thing with me too. Or you wouldn't be able to grow past those points. You would just like the guy who does exactly what I'm saying and does is not successful.
Are you
50 low-key called it, man. He low-key said, if you're gonna be like that, then you're not gonna be successful. If you want to play in the street and if you want to play in entertainment business, you're not gonna be successful. And he's right. You cannot do both, man. You cannot do both. You can't think that you're gonna halfway be in the street and we still gonna be doing crime and then we also gonna be doing this. We keep watching examples of this. They'll hit you with a RICO, bro. You're using your record label in commission of a crime. We see Young Thug. We see Casanova. If you guys remember Casanova 2 times from New York. We saw the Tekashi 6ix9ine thing. We see what's going on. We see what's going on with Diddy. We saw this with back in the day with Irv Gotti and Ja Rule. You cannot use these record labels to fund street stuff, bro. They saying in this indictment that I'm gonna pull up the indictment in a second after we get off of what 50 had to say, because I got one more thing that I want to play that 50 Cent said. But they said in the indictment that they used Durk's credit cards to book flights and rental cars in California to go kill somebody. That's what the indictment say. You cannot do that. You can't use the business to play in the streets. It's just not it's not sustainable. It's too many eyes on you. They watching you. My homies know. I tell all the homies, I got good money. I make good money. I tell all my homies, bro, I'm not about to just give y'all money unless y'all gonna come work and get a paycheck. If you just want me to look out for y'all, it's not about to happen, bro. The feds will come and say I'm funding whatever y'all about to go do with this money. So just because I'm doing good, it ain't happening. And I don't even I'm from the street, so all my friends from the street, I don't even take pictures with them. I don't take pictures with them because I don't know what they're going to do when I'm not around and I'm out the street. You feel me? You cannot do this if you Durk. And if you are going to do something, you got to play it smarter. See, y'all think a lot of these dudes in the street, they think this is a episode of Power. They think like they walking around thinking like this is Power episodes. Ironically, Lil Durk, 50 Cent, another time tried to save Lil Durk. In my opinion, this was 50 trying to save Durk when he put him in the Power spinoff. Lil Durk to make acting debut on 50 Cent's Power spinoff. 50 Cent was invested in Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? So it said in the article, this is last month, Lil Durk just made his TV debut with an appearance on 50 Cent's Power Book 2 Ghost, the TV show. It was leaked and all that, but 50 Cent has been trying to help Durk the whole time, in my opinion. That's what it looks like. I got another video where 50 spoke on Durk, and I'm gonna show you guys that too. It's just not sustainable, man. You can't play in the street and be in business. And it sucks because from what I understand on the business side of things, Durk got trucking businesses and different things. Like he have legitimate businesses. He don't have to be in the street, but you coming from an environment where the expectation is don't change on the homies. This is one of the main things too. Before you guys think about gangbanging, always understand that once you become successful, they're gonna feel like they made you successful. They feel like they your marketing team. They feel like they your protection. Everything. So the thing that 50 don't have to worry about that Durk did, like, because a lot of rappers look up to 50 Cent for the way to move in the street, but 50 didn't have gang ties. So 50 didn't have, even though he had expectation from the people around him. I'm from California, bro. I'm from Southern California, from that area. I know how it go. Like, the gang ties is a little different. They want to politic differently when you from here. The politics is different when you from here. So if you become a successful rapper and you throwing up our hood, or you from our hood, or you grew up around here and we kept you alive all your life, even if we didn't have nothing to do with your success, they gonna feel like we should be involved. You should have us around. You fake, you this, you that, you this, or you that. If you don't have us around. So Durk was in a hard position from the beginning. That's just what it is. 50 and them don't relate to that. 50 will tell you, I am not gang. I do not gang bang, but play me like I'll pull up and bang bang. So 50 understands it, but he don't come from gang banging. So when you come from that world, you got to understand that. And Durk, I mean, it's a tough position to be in, because when the homie get killed, you got the niggas that gang bang don't care that you a rapper now and that you got a trucking business and that you got success and all that. They don't care about none of that, homie. They be like, bro, the homie just got killed. What we doing? And you be like, nah, bro, I'm legit. I'm a rapper now. Like, I got more to lose than I did when we was 19. Like, we 30 now, bro. I got, like, if I go down now, like, my son, like, 8 years old, you feel me? Like, I got a trucking business and I got this and that. And the homies is looking at you like, and they don't understand it. They don't understand it. This is why you got to get away from them. I don't know how you can do it when it's tough to do it when you bang. It's tough to do it because they gonna look at it like what? The homie just got killed and you ain't what? You what? And you got to explain it to them in a way that they understand it, but there's really no explaining it to them in a way they understand it. Tough situation to be in if you Durk, because I get it, man. I get it. It's like, I do understand that, y'all killed my brother. I do understand that. I understand the feelings behind it. I've been in that situation. I understand it. It's just, you understand when you risk it, this is what you're risking. He facing a death penalty, bro. He facing a death penalty. This is what's being reported. You got no bond, family. You got somebody that wore a wiretap on you, telling on you. One of your homies, a close one, that's on video and documented, saying that you took care of him and showed him so much love, he telling on you. Stay out of the streets. Everybody that's listening, stay out the streets. This is the other part of what 50 Cent said about Lil Durk. Check this out right here. This is another piece of 50 Cent speaking about Durk and the NBA Youngboy. He said he went to NBA Youngboy and he tried to talk to him about the Lil Durk situation. And this is kind of how it went. Check it out.
We have people that have strong influence, and it's because they've grown in our culture, and the new versions of them made them important. When 21 Savage comes out and he's Red Rum, if you look at the War Angel LP, you'll see Red Rum. When Pop comes out and you see his version of Many Men, when you're on Gang Time, you got a whole group of niggas over there they know who you are. Yeah. They would like to knock you off because you mean something to this side. Yeah. It's easy why you would be feeling like Many Men want death on you, right?
50 Cent understand the streets like nobody I've seen in entertainment.
So these records connect because the circumstances have changed, but the feelings haven't.
Right.
Time has gone by, but it's the same. You know, and the outlook. Even when I talk to the young boys, I'm like, yo, so what's up with them? He's, no, those are ops, right? I'm like, so what happened? He's like,
I want to rewind real quick to what he just said. He said time will go by, but the feelings won't change. In other words, time has gone by. It's been a couple years since King Von got killed, but I still feel exactly how I feel if I'm Lil Durk the day my brother got killed. 50 get it.
You know, and the outlook. Even when I talk to the young, the circumstances have changed, but the feelings haven't. Right. Time has gone by, but it's the same. Right. You know, and the outlook. Even when I talk to the young boys, I'm like, yo, so what's up with them? He's, oh no, homie, those are ops, right? I'm like, so what happened? He's like, nah. What it means is he don't even. He don't know. He don't know why they beefing. No, he don't even know, but he know those is not cool. That's just information that he received. That's the way he feel about it, and it's real to him because they gonna act off it. And I go, oh, okay. I ain't gonna pry because your path is your path.
50 a real one, bro. He said, I ain't gonna pry. He said, I'm gonna talk to you about it. I'm gonna ask you, hey, what's going on with that? Why y'all not squashing that? Like, what's up with that? And when y'all like, nah, we ain't on that, bro. We ain't squashing nothing. Like, you feel me? We ain't on that. 50 like, okay. Well, I ain't about to press y'all because that's y'all business. Y'all grown men. But I'm letting y'all know in so many words, I'm letting y'all know. And for what, bro? Like, for what? Time is going by. I get it. But bro, you got this now. 50 is always the voice of reason. If you guys don't know, 50 will come to you if like he in the street. You know what I'm saying? 50 will come to you, and if you in the streets and talk to you, like, hey, bro, like that right there, don't do it. It ain't worth it. And if you reject him, he gonna let you reject him. He ain't gonna press you. But like he said, I went to talk to him. I talked to him. I asked him, like, what's that about? He said, and then they came back and they like, yo, nah, we don't want to talk about it. All right. I'm letting y'all know this is it. And I ain't about to press the issue. But if I was you, I would do this. Salute to 50 for even having that conversation. A lot of people wouldn't even talk to these dudes about that. They'd be so scared of these niggas, they wouldn't say nothing.
Feel about it, and it's real to them because they gonna act off it. And I go, oh, okay. I ain't gonna pry because your path is your path. I know it wasn't tough. It wasn't tough to me. I'm gonna tell you, that's a good kid. Like a good kid. He could have woke up yesterday and decided he all the way in. I'm not telling you not to look at him like I look at him. I'm only saying I see him that way because of how he was around me. Yeah. And it's up.
So when 50 is saying, I'm telling y'all I see him that way because of how he was around me, it's what I just showed you guys. What I just showed you guys, the first clip of 50 talking, he said Lil Durk name specifically and was like, yo, I'm telling y'all, like, it's all about the music and blah, blah, blah. And then 50 just said right now, if he wake up today and decide that he gonna go all the way, then that's just a decision he made today. But I'm telling y'all about the interaction I had with him. From my perspective, he's a good dude. And he ain't trying to be in the streets like that. So that's what 50 is saying. He's speaking in code, and we have a tendency to do that in the street, but that's what he's really saying right here. And so let's keep it going. Let's hear what he got to say. I'm gonna rewind it back to that part so you guys understand what he's saying. Now let's play it back.
Because your path is your path. I know it wasn't tough. It wasn't tough to me. I'm gonna tell you, that's a good kid. Like a good kid. He could have woke up yesterday and decided he all the way in. I'm not telling you not to look at him like I look at him. I'm only saying I see him that way because of how he was around me and his upbringing. Right. And he'll look at me and go, and not even know how to behave that way. Right. Now with you, there may be a different story. You see what I'm saying? And it may be the incident that turns him into a tough for real. Yeah. But and I'm like,
50 is saying that he has influence with these street rappers that other people don't have. So 50 is saying when you talk to him, you know, you might talk to him in a way and he might turn up on you. Well, 50 said, when I talk to him, these dudes don't be like that. They be good kids in front of me, you know? And that's because we all have respect for 50. If you come from the street and you've made it, we respect 50 as a hustler, number one. 50 is part of our childhood. He's a reason a lot of us that would have stayed in the street actually tried to do something legit in entertainment business, myself included. 50 had a big influence on me getting in entertainment business and getting out the street and living right. And I listen to what he say. And 50 has posted me on his Instagram. I've said positive things about 50. 50 has said positive things about me. He said he posted me on his Instagram, said I was a super smart dude. He's posted me a few times. And I know he watches the platform. So And I've interacted with them in Pomona, California, when they came out here. And then some of the G Unit guys I'm cool with. But I have a lot of respect for 50 because of interaction. And so what he's saying right here is a lot of people, you know, from the street like myself that are in entertainment business, they're going to look at him differently. And we not going to be on that rah-rah gangsters around 50 because we respect him that much. And Durk is no different. So he's saying, you know, in front of me, he a good kid. Durk a good kid. In front of y'all, I don't know. I don't know what be happening when I walk away, but I know my interaction with him, this is what it is. So 50 must have knew something was coming.
It is what it is. Yeah. And I look and I go, oh, shit. I didn't see him doing that, but he did that.
Right. The reason I asked you about the gatekeeping, the reason I asked you about who.
So 50 said it, man. I ain't see him doing that, but he did that. Oh, man, I didn't know he was like that.
Like, it is what it is. Yeah. And I look and I go, oh, shit. Story. You see what I'm saying? And it might be the incident that turns him into a tough for real. Yeah. But that, and not even know how to behave that way because of how he was around me. Yeah. And it's the way it is. I'm not telling you not to look at him like I look at him. I'm only saying I see him that way because of how he was around me and his upbringing. Right. And he'll look at me and go, and not even know how to behave that way. Right. Now with you, there may be a different story. You see what I'm saying? And it may be the incident that turns him into a tough for real. Yeah. But and I'm like, it is what it is. Yeah. And I look and I go, oh, shit. I didn't see him doing that, but he did that. Like,
right. The reason I asked you about the gatekeeping, the reason I asked you about who blackballed you, because I just be.
So 50 basically said it, man. Like, I didn't know that he was doing all this behind the scenes. Hey, we got to get the likes up, bro. Hold on. Hold on, bro. I'm about to put y'all in timeout. Hey, hit the like button if you're just coming in. Y'all crazy. Hit the like button. The like button free, man. I'm giving you all this free entertainment. Y'all can't hit the like button for a real one? That's crazy. We're about to turn the chat off. I'm going to turn the chat off, bro. Hey, I love y'all, but hit the like button for me, man. Come on now. We got to get the likes up. Y'all trying to play me. I should have stopped it. All right, we got Lil Durk's indictment coming up. I'm gonna pull up the paperwork. I got it right here, but we gotta get the likes up at least. Hey, where my people in the chat, man? What y'all supposed to? Y'all ain't doing y'all job, bro. Y'all ain't doing y'all job, bro. God is good, man. I ain't tripping, but hit the like button for me, please, y'all. It's like 3 bands of people in here. Y'all gotta at least. We giving good information, good entertainment. I'm giving y'all all the behind the scenes. I ain't worth the like button. Y'all don't love Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and Death Row. Y'all don't love us. Y'all don't love us. Well, let it be known then. We know where we at. Where the homies in the chat, man? Where are my brothers and sisters in the chat? Tell these people to get the like button up, man. They crazy. We should be at least 1,200 likes, 1,400. I seen somebody in the chat say it. We should be at 1,400 likes. Come on, man. Y'all know the rules. I don't stop it unless I gotta stop program. I gotta shut program down, bro. If we ain't gonna get it right. Come on, y'all don't love me. I love y'all. Let's pull up this indictment, man. I'm gonna trust that y'all gonna get on top of it. Police that in the chat. I know what y'all. I know I could trust y'all. If you in the chat, you a subscriber. I'm about to pull up these super chats real quick. Thank you for your donation. Do say Chris, I appreciate you. My boy Andre Noble, thank you for your great knowledge. He said, I appreciate you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate your donation. I got some in the Cash App too. Actually, I had to pull up. So you can send personalized notes to the Cash App too. So let me pull those up while you guys hitting that like button for me. Marsha said, thank you for the content. She sent the Cash App donation. I appreciate that. Desiree said, this is for keeping it real. Keep going. I appreciate you, Desiree. Thank you for the Cash App donation. Make sure you guys hitting the like button. We're about to pull up Lil Durk's indictment. That's going to be the next thing that we pull up. The paperwork, the actual paperwork. Let's keep it going, man. I see the likes moving up. I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. Keep them going. Let's keep the likes going up. and then we're gonna get into this indictment. So this was the best article that I read on it. And then I want to see how people from around hip hop is reacting to it, because it's morning, so I didn't get to see how everybody was talking about it. I'm sure Charleston White said something by now about this, right? We're gonna probably try to find that. Let's see. This is what this article is pretty good. Let's get into this indictment. Let's read the paperwork. It says Lil Durk is the family of the hip hop group OTF, Only the Family. The group does drill music. King Von was shot and killed 2020. We already went through all this. OTF affiliates have been indicted for the murder. So not only did Durk go to jail, the OTF affiliates went to jail. Let's hit the like button if you're just coming in, please. If y'all in the chat, police them, let them know. Keep hitting that like button. So the OTF affiliates are, hold on. My bad, y'all. I got to check somebody in the chat. I seen it. Let me find it. It's too many comments. I'm going to catch them, though. I'm going to catch them, y'all. I'm going to catch them. You say something negative in the comments, we catching you, bro. Hey, point them out. Point them. Hold on. We going to catch them. Where you at? He said, stop saying bro. Hey, how about you can't watch it no more? You banned. You gone. You out of here, bro. Don't tell me what to do on my channel. This is my channel. You see the name on this channel, bro? I do what I want to do. You got to do what I tell you to do. You can't watch. Let me go. Who else I'm missing? I seen another one. This guy. He said, this is the only thing I dislike about this channel. Hey, guess what? You ain't going to never see nothing else again. You banned. You out of here. Get him out of here. Who else? Who next? No, I'm just playing. All right. We're going to watch y'all, and we're going to get y'all out of here. You're not allowed to speak, bro. All right. Salute to everybody in the chat that's doing what they're supposed to do. I love y'all. All right. So that's not just Lil Durk that's indicted. It's also the OTF affiliates. So the charges were conspiracy and use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in a death. Use, carry, and discharge of a firearm and machine gun, and possessions of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. These are bad charges, man. And possession of a machine gun. Jesus, man. I appreciate you guys. We at 1,000 likes. I see you guys. Thank you. They got bad charges. 5 men have been indicted with Lil Durk. So once again, the charges are conspiracy and use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire resulting in death. That's what makes it federal. The interstate part of it makes it federal. It says use, carry, and discharge of a firearm and machine gun. You cannot do that in California, bro. A lot of people don't understand, like, California gun laws is super strict. People still carry them, but we understand when I get caught with this gun, it's a mandatory minimum if you're a felon of 10. I remember there was a time I don't know if they're still doing it, but there was a time they give you like a year a bullet or 10 years a bullet or something crazy. It was like 10 years a bullet if you a felon. I can't remember. I'm a felon. I don't do crime no more, so I don't even got to think about this stuff, though. You feel me? But if there was a time like you get like 10 years a bullet or something like that. And if you a gang member, you get a gang enhancement, that's another 10 years on top. You get mandatory minimums of they was crazy. The indictment was filed October 17th. It says all 5 defendants, as well as 5 others listed as co-conspirators number 1 through 5, were members or associates of OTF. After King Von referred to the indictment by his initials, DB was killed by an associate of Quando Rondo, we know. So in the indictment, King Von, they wrote his name as with his initials of his real name, DB. And then they used Quando Rondo. They referred to him by his initials of TB, his real name. The indictment alleges that co-conspirator 1 made, quote, clear in coded language that co-conspirator 1 would pay a bounty or monetary reward and or make payment to anyone who took part in the killing for Quando Rondo, killing of Quando Rondo for his role in King Von. So let me explain what that means. Basically, in this indictment, they got people listed at the people that are also indicted with Lil Durk, they're listed as co-conspirator 1, co-conspirator 2, co-conspirator 3. The indictment says that these people spoke in code, these conspirators, other people that's arrested, the co-defendants, spoke in code, talking about submitting payment to somebody that's willing to kill Quando Rondo for what he did to King Von. So even talking in code, once you get on that phone and you start talking, bro, it's just there's no way to like get away with it. The government ain't stupid, bro. The government ain't stupid. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful, like playing the games. Like they got people working in the government that's just breaking down. Oh no, that's what this means. Nah, in the street they talk like this. That's what they mean. They human, bro. They ain't stupid. They got drones, cell phones, cell phone towers. They looking up credit card information. It's too much. It's too much technology on the police side for people to be out here doing crime still, especially to this level. When you super successful and you trying to do crime, we just saw old boy from the South with all the gold teeth. He just got arrested. What's his name? Obviously from the South with all gold teeth. That ain't no good description, but he used to be on Vlad. He was on Vlad saying like, "Nah, I'm a school guy. I'm a school guy. I don't do no." He just caught a crazy case. Like there is no beating Pee Wee Longway. Thank you. Let me put your comment on screen for that. Pee Wee. A salute to that. Thank you for that name. It's Pee Wee Longway. Yeah. Pee Wee. So like the feds, they got all the technology and information that they need. They don't need much. So when somebody is willing to tell, that's just the nail in the coffin. They already had the coffin built though. The article says it should be noted that Quando Rondo was never legally charged in connection with killing King Von, that King Von was shot by an associate of Quando Rondo during a physical confrontation, not by Quando himself. This is what the indictment says. On August 18th, 2022, the conspirators allegedly learned that Quando Rondo was staying at a hotel in LA. After learning this, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston and co-conspirator 2 traveled from Chicago to LA for the purpose of murdering Quando Rondo. It's crazy. The feds know everything. They know the day you left Chicago to go kill. It said that they left via private jet, and the feds still knew about it. So they tried to get. Allegedly, they saying Durk put these guys on a private jet to go kill Quando. You got on a private jet, which makes it a federal case. Now it's a federal case. If you get on the airport and leave the state to go kill somebody, you go into the feds. Because interstate anything makes it a federal case. Now it's the United States versus you on paperwork instead of the state of Chicago or the state of California versus these people. Now it's because y'all left another state to come to this state to kill. Now it's a federal case. They got dates, man. They got all this. On August 19th, Grant Wilson, Jones, Lindsay Houston, and co-conspirator 2 are accused of using 2 vehicles to track, talk, and attempt to kill Quando Rondo by gunfire. They got dates. They know exactly when everybody did everything. Hit the like button. I ain't seen the like button move in like 15 minutes. Hit the like button if you're just coming in, please. 2 vehicles are accused of using 2 vehicles to track, talk, and attempt to kill Quando Rondo by gunfire, including with a fully automatic firearm, resulting in the death of SR. SR refers to Savia Robinson, better known as Lil Pop. So this is when Lil Pop got killed. They talking about. The indictment alleges that 5 defendants and the co-conspirators conspired and agreed with each other to knowingly use facilities of the interstate and foreign commerce, namely airplanes, cars, cell phones, and the internet, with the intent to murder Quando Rondo. So basically, it became a federal case when they use airplanes, which is interstate vehicles. They consider those interstate vehicles, foreign commerce, cars, and cell phones. So if I buy a rental car in Chicago and I drive it to LA to kill somebody, that's using a vehicle from another state to go to another state to kill somebody. That's a federal case. And they tracked them all by cell phones, probably. Once they got the phone number and once they got the cell phone, like they could track you. Those involved are accused of killing or attempting to kill Quando Rondo for a quote promise and agreement to pay anything of pecuniary value, namely money and lucrative music opportunities with OTF. So the government saying that they were supposed to get whoever was killed would kill Quando Rondo was supposed to get money and a record deal with OTF. Allegedly, co-conspirator 1 would place bounties on individuals that conspirator 1 and other OTF members wanted to find, track, and kill. Grant is accused of procuring cars, ski masks, and firearms that would be used by co-conspirators to find, track, and kill Quando Rondo. So they know who went and got the ski mask, bro. They know who went and got the ski masks. That's crazy in itself. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy in itself. Like, we know who bought the ski mask. On what date they bought the ski mask. We know who got the firearms. We know who booked the cars. Says co-conspirator 3 allegedly used a credit card affiliated with OTF to buy the plane tickets used to fly the conspirators to California to track down and kill Quando Rondo. So they like, this person used the credit cards. This person used the ski mask. This person bought the guns. This person booked the flights. This person paid for everything. And this person promised the record deal. They all go into jail. Using the cars that Grant allegedly procured, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, Houston, and co-conspirator 2 and Grant are accused of traveling around LA in search of Quando Rondo. So they got to LA and they started traveling. They got pictures. Check it out. They got pictures, bro. This is how the feds are sitting in the office on the street cams. This is a street cam from the stoplight in LA. So every time y'all driving through somewhere, always remember the big brother always watching. That camera in the sky, that eye in the sky is always watching. This is a picture that the feds showed. Bro, Lil Durk is facing the death penalty. Imagine how your heart being in your behind when you see a picture like this in your indictment and you flipping through your paperwork and you see this picture. Because he's looking at this picture. Durk is looking at it. They have to present everything that they have to present everything that they have as evidence against him. So he's looking at this picture and like, dang, they got me. That's the homies. They got arrows. This is you. This is you. Look. You in this car. They got arrows pointing to the cars that everybody in. They circling stuff. Like, it's crazy. This is crazy, man. Let me fix this real quick. It's crazy, man. The streets ain't worth it. The feds got all the technology that they need. They don't need nothing. They don't need you to, like I said, when somebody come tell, it's just to put the nail in the coffin. It ain't because they don't have no evidence. They have evidence. They just need to put the nail in the coffin, man. All right, we fixed it. So this is the photo that the feds released. Quando was in this truck. They saying these 3 white cars that they circled were following them. Let me get this ad off the screen. So he's in that truck. These white cars is following him. Says once Quando Rondo was found, Jones, Lindsay, and co-conspirator 2 would fire multiple shots at Quando Rondo, killing Little Pop. They got these fools on camera right here, bro. They got them on camera. That's them holding the guns. Technology got it. I heard Nipsey say this a long time ago. Nipsey Hussle said, technology, you're not going to beat the cameras. You could beat the police. You ain't going to beat the cameras. That's real. They got them on camera right there, circled. This ain't, I ain't go find these pictures. These pictures is public information. So we all can see this. They got you on camera right here, shooting at the car, the same truck. Everybody back then thought this was some gang banging stuff because this happens a lot in California. But turns out they saying this was the Feds saying this is all. Look at the picture. Look. There is no amount of smart that you can be in the streets no more. The technology got it. They got these dudes on camera. Come on, man. Y'all know I'm the best. I'm the best at this. Hey, I gotta talk my for a little bit. Y'all know I'm really good at this entertainment stuff, ain't I? I'm bringing y'all all behind the scenes information first. Everybody else gonna act like they made these videos. Man, listen. Anyways, hit that like button. If you ain't seeing this information nowhere else, hit the like button for me. If you ain't seeing nobody reporting this in depth, hit the like button for me, man. I'm giving y'all the pictures of when it happened. So that's the truck that we just saw. Let's go through all the pictures before we move on. This is what the Feds got. They got a picture here of y'all in these rental cars and all these things that y'all use. They got a picture of Quando in this truck. They got y'all on camera firing at them. Same truck, same plates in 4K street cams. Then they got a close-up of y'all firing. And then they got somebody saying that, yeah, it was y'all. Says Wilson is accused of paying the bounty or monetary award for the cause or for the killing of Lil Pop on behalf of the co-conspirators known and unknown. The conspirators hired to kill Quando Rondo. Now let's go to the indictment. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's look at it specifically. Let's look at it specifically. We bring in real information over here. I'm not on here screaming. I'm not on here sweating, passing out, trying to entertain y'all. I'm trying to give y'all facts. This is what's really going on behind the scenes. I'm not here to do all the extra stuff. This is the indictment. We brought it. We got the paperwork right here. United States District Court for the Central District of California. Y'all see everybody that's mentioned? Everybody that's in this indictment? We know Lil Durk was arrested today, or he was arrested last night, and we found out about it today. That's all the names on the indictment. Here's the charges. Conspiracy and use of interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in death. Use, carry, and discharge of firearms and machine guns and possessions of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence. Let me explain something to you guys. Here's another thing that people don't talk about when we talk about these type of indictments, these type of cases. Let me explain something to y'all. If you don't think as a monetarily successful black man, Durk got trucking companies and all that. Being a rapper from the hood and a street dude that then came up and made millions of dollars. If you don't think these federal prosecutors, judges, people that went to school for 15 years to get their position and did it, quote, the right way, how they feel is the right way, is already upset that somebody that looks like this, come from this type of environment, don't have no college education, ain't did nothing right in life, in their opinion, can get millions of dollars and live a life that they can't even live. If you don't think that pisses them off, you crazy. They want to see you go to jail for this type of stuff. They can't wait to put you in jail for this type of stuff. They don't want to see that you got all this money and all that, and they didn't did it. They didn't went to college. They didn't struggle. They didn't have to, go through all the hardships of that. And to them, you got this money easy. You got an easy opportunity. All you have to do is make a song. That's how they look at it. So they want you in jail. Y'all got to stop, man. We got to get smarter, bro. Don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing. They don't want you in a position as it is. Don't give them nothing. Let's get back to this indictment, man. This is the actual paperwork of the indictment. Hit the like button if you ain't seeing this nowhere else. If I'm the only channel bringing this to you, If you haven't seen this yet, hit the like button. If I'm doing it the right way, hit the like button for me, please. It helps the video grow and go out to more people. Conspirators 1 through 5 were members or associates of an organization called OTF. When they start saying that this is an organization that you're a conspirator in, it's RICO. Now we're talking RICO. That's why Durk is in jail. Now, who's the leader of the organization? He got to go to jail too. Why? Because this is how they prevented these are called kingpin statutes. This is how they prevented the Italian mafia from getting away with everything that they continuing to get away with a lot of things that were going on. So I'll use like John Gotti. He was arrested a lot, right? John Gotti, you can't. They put these statutes in place. So a guy like John Gotti, a leader of a boss in the Italian crime families, couldn't just send out little dudes that don't mean nothing to go take the fall for them. They had to create these statutes. The government created these laws so you couldn't be a leader. So in other words, let me put it on Durk. Durk can't be sitting in the office while everybody else is out there doing the killing. And because Durk never got his hands dirty, he never goes to jail. They created these statutes to get people all in one group. So you go to jail for whatever your crew do. This is why, for me personally, I make good money. I tell my homeboys, if you ain't ready to leave the streets and never look back, you can never come around me. I got too much to lose, bro. I love you. I'll never take a picture with you. I'm a felon, so if you go to jail, I'll never come see you. But we got to do things the right way. If you want to come work for me, cool. I give my homies a job. You got to leave the streets 100%. Can't be involved at all because this is what happens. It's kingpin statutes. Co-conspirators 1 through 5 were members or associates of an organization called OTF, Only the Family, which, among other things, the OTF, among other things, the organization produced and sold hip-hop music from artists primarily from Chicago, from the Chicago area. The defendants, Keith Jones and David Brian Lindsay, Flocka and Brown Eyes, were members of other gangs in Chicago. So they already trying to establish that these dudes are street dudes. There's a reason they write paperwork the way they write it. They're trying to establish that these dudes as gangbangers already. On November 6, 2020, DB, a high-ranking member of OTF, got into a physical altercation with TB. So that's King Von getting into a physical altercation with Quando Rondo at a nightclub in ATL, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Hit the like button if you're just coming in. Please keep the likes up. Let them know in the chat. During the fight, an associate of King Von pulled out a gun and, an associate of Quando pulled out a gun and shot King Von multiple times, killing him. After the murder, co-conspirator 1 made it clear in coded language. Co-conspirator 1, one of the defendants in this case, made it clear in coded language that he would pay a bounty or monetary reward or make a payment to anyone who took part in killing of Quando for his role in King Von's murder. So they've been, and if you're not wise enough to understand, the Fed's been watching this since King Von got killed. As soon as King Von got killed, the Fed's like, okay, we finally got our end. This is how we gonna get them. They gonna retaliate. We gonna get everybody on the RICO. The Fed's been watching this since 2020, waiting for the right time to get these dudes. The paperwork is right here. This is the real indictment. On or about August 18, 2022, the conspirators learned that Quando was staying at a hotel in LA, California. As alleged in counts 1 and 2, after learning Quando's location, defendants Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, and co-conspirator 2, I'm assuming that they're not naming co-conspirator 2 because that's the person that's telling, so they're trying to protect his name, traveled from Chicago to LA for the purpose of murdering Quando. On that same day, defendant Grant also traveled by private jet to LA. So some of them traveled hold on. Let me look up something. Some of them traveled by rental car. Some of them traveled by private jet. Okay, I'll have to look something up real quick just to make sure. All right. So some got on the jet, some got on the in the rental cars, which as soon as they left the state, it made it a federal crime to commit that. Well, when they left the state to commit a crime, as alleged in counts 1 and 2, all the defendants used 2 vehicles. They used 2 vehicles to track, stalk, and attempt to kill Quando Rondo by gunfire, including with a fully automatic firearm. resulting in the death of Quando's cousin or nephew or whatever, Little Pop. So this is where they explain the object of the conspiracy. This is the indictment explaining the object of the conspiracy. Beginning on the date unknown, but they said no later than or around August 18, 2022, and continuing to August 19, 2022, in Los Angeles County, all these conspirators conspired and agreed with each other to knowingly use facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, airplanes, cars, cell phones, and the internet, with the intent to murder Quando Rondo, which is a violation of the laws of any state, and specifically the state of California, they said, as consideration for the receipt of, consideration for the promise, and agreement to pay anything of value. So they're basically breaking down why it's a conspiracy. They're saying it's a conspiracy because you guys use these vehicles, you use cell phones, you use cars, you use the internet, and y'all had a plan to get paid or pay somebody else something, anything of value. The use of interstate facilities to commit murder, that was the object of the conspiracy that resulted in the death. Oh man, they in a tough case, man. They got these guys on pictures, man. They got them on pictures. They got them street cameras. They got a lot. Conspirator 1 placed bounties on the individuals. So they saying that this dude placed the bounties, and other OTF members wanted to kill Quando as part of the bounty. Co-conspirators known and unknown would pay anyone who took part in the killing of Quando, and or reward the individuals with music opportunities with OTF. That's what makes it a RICO too, because if Durk is the leader of OTF and they can promise a record deal or music opportunities with OTF, and you the boss of that company, then you using the company in commission of a crime. That's what makes it a conspiracy and a RICO. Co-conspirators, find, track, and kill TB. What we're supposed to, they were supposed to do. They use credit cards associated with OTF to purchase the airplane tickets for the co-conspirators to fly to California. It's crazy, man. Let me get down in this indictment, see if there's anything that we didn't see or that we don't know. They basically just giving us all the regular information. Said they use coded language. It's a long indictment, man. 18-page indictment. So I'm assuming there's got to be more in here than just the same thing over and over again. They just breaking down the overt acts and why it's I'm trying to see if there's any evidence that we didn't see. So they got text messages. It says they were co-conspirators were texting biographical information about each co-conspirator, among other things. So basically, they were sending this indictment says that the guys that were going to LA were sending each other their like pictures of their ID, name, date of birth, like, hey, book my flight, bro, book my flight. Somebody said in a text message, this is a crazy thing. They got the text messages. So one of the OTF guys said this in a text message: don't book no flights under no names involved with me. So there's like, don't book no flights with my name. I'll drive. Don't put me on the jet. You know, I'm good. I don't want to be on the jet. Put somebody else on there. I'm not trying to have my name attached. And they still got them. So these dudes took precautions on a street level. You thinking you doing everything right. Like, I ain't got my name attached to nothing. This is crazy. Says one of the co-conspirators purchased airplane tickets for for them to travel. They got a text message on Instagram, bro. On Instagram. So they got it on Instagram. So that lets you guys know that DMs on Instagram, you can send a DM on Instagram, and it's still the Fed's gonna get that too. This message said, that they messaged him on Instagram. One of the co-conspirators messaged another guy on Instagram, said, I'm on my way to LA. So they got even his Instagram messages. Another text came in. One got clear. I'm 15 minutes away from the airport. So they was watching these dudes the whole time. This is 2 years ago. They was watching these dudes. Like, okay, he just sent the text, say he on the way there. They had these dudes' phones. They had their phones tapped. It looks like. Said one flew from Chicago to San Diego using the OTF credit card. Two travel towards LA County in a car. They was just watching all this happen. This is how crazy the feds is. The feds sitting back watching everything happen. They knowing that these dudes is on their way to go kill somebody, and they gonna let it happen just so they can get the RICO case. They gonna let it happen just so it can get the RICO case. That's crazy. Said the feds watched defendant Grant purchase 4 black ski masks from a sporting goods store in LA County using cash. So they watched this dude. The feds watched this dude go into Dick's Sporting Goods or wherever he went and buy a ski mask. It's not funny, but it's like, yo, they watched you walk into the sporting goods store, buy the ski mask, and they watched you walk out, this indictment says. Hit the like button if you're just coming in, please. I appreciate you guys being here. They said they watched them walk into the sporting goods store, buy the ski mask, and walk out. Crazy. Said they used a credit card ending in 1015 to book a hotel for all the co-conspirators in LA. They booked the Universal City Hotel. They know where you was. They was watching them the whole time. They watched them get on the plane. The feds watched them book the flights over those days. They watched them get in the rental cars. They watched everything. They've been tracking their phones. They were looking at the text messages. They watching the Instagram DMs. They said all that in this indictment. It says Grant met with the co-conspirators and provided them with their firearms, including a firearm that had been modified to operate as a fully automatic machine gun. So they put a switch on one. Grant provided 2 cars for the defendants. A white BMW sedan from a rental company in Los Angeles and a white Infinity sedan with fake license plates. So they did from a street level. I've been in these situations. I understand certain things. I've heard about this stuff. But on the street mind, they think that if you switch the license plate, put the fake license plate on, get a rental car, they doing everything right. Put the ski mask on, get the guns when we get there. Don't do this. Get the guns when we get there. Nah, don't put my name on the flight. Put me in a rental car. I'll drive to LA. They doing everything right from a street perspective, and the feds still got it. The feds still got it. Said they traveled in the BMW and the Infinity to a hotel in downtown LA. So they were switching hotels. They went to the downtown LA hotel. They used the BMW and the Infinity to travel to downtown LA to the hotel where Quando Rondo was staying to find them. They stopped. They even got this, bro. They followed and tracked Quando's black Escalade to a dispensary on Flower Street in LA. Says then they followed him. They followed Quando Rondo's Escalade to the clothing store on Melrose Avenue. So they was watching him the whole day. Then you guys see the picture from the indictment. So they watching. This is in the indictment, this picture. So Durk sitting in jail right now looking at all this. Durk sitting in jail looking at all this. Like, dang, they got the pictures. They got everything, bro. Then you got somebody allegedly telling. So we're going to get to that part in the indictment too. Says, so they watching, the feds was watching them on the street cams, on the stoplight cameras. They watching these dudes in all these cars. They tracked Quando Rondo's black Escalade to the gas station located on Beverly Boulevard, the Beverly gas station. Says they drove the Infinity into an alley behind the Beverly gas station, parked the vehicle, and that's when two of the conspirators jumped out to murder him. It says co-conspirator 2 and the defendants used the firearms, including the fully automatic firearm, to shoot Quando's car. They struck and killed his cousin or his nephew, whatever they call him, Lil Pop, who was standing next to TB's car while TB was inside. So the guy that got killed was standing outside the car, pumping the gas, probably. And Quando was in the car, and they shot him and shot the car. And these are the images from the gas station that the feds have in the indictment. This is the actual indictment paperwork, though. So they have the actual pictures from the gas station. So this ain't like they found this later. They had this the same day of the shooting. Hit the like button if you're just coming in, please. It says the Infinity driven by these defendants, fled the alley from behind the Beverly gas station after the conspirators shot and killed Lil Pop. It says that they traveled to a hamburger restaurant in LA where the conspirators, the guys that just shot at these dudes, discussed payments for the shooting earlier that day. So they went straight to a restaurant. They watched the feds. You got to know how tapped in the feds is. They watched all this. They watched all these dudes from the beginning. They watched them get on the flight. They watched them leave Chicago. They watched them arrive in LA. They watched them go from this hotel to that hotel. They watched them go from that hotel to Quando's hotel. They watched them buy the ski mask, the indictment said. The feds watched these guys walk into the sporting goods store and buy the ski mask. They watched them exchange the guns that they were going to use. They watched them pick up the rental cars in LA. They watched them follow Quando Rondo. They watched these guys on the street counts follow Quando Rondo. They showed pictures of it in the indictment. And then after they watched them follow Quando Rondo, they watched them shoot at Quando Rondo. Then where we at now in the indictment, they said, the feds said that they watched these guys go to a restaurant, a hamburger restaurant in LA. And then they watched them discuss and listen to them while they were discussing how we going to get paid for that shooting. They watched everything. They ain't even talked about the snitching part yet. They ain't even talked about who's snitching. The snitching part, somebody coming to cooperate, is just the feds showing them, look, bro, look, we watched all this. The feds gonna sit in front of whoever they trying to get to rap. They're gonna sit in front of them and say, look, man, we watched all this. This is what we got. We watched this. Here's a picture of it. We watched him do that. We watched him buy the ski mask. We watched him do that. We watch y'all go to the hamburger restaurant. You either flip or you can get the death penalty with them. It's up to you. And the only reason they need somebody to tell is because it makes the case a 99% we gonna win case. There's always that 1% that they could lose, but the feds want 100% open and shut case. So if we get a rat on top of that, all that, they already have all that. They don't need nobody to tell them this stuff. This is not the dude snitched and told them this stuff. And it's so dude is looking at, they presenting this paperwork to whoever they trying to get to snitch, and like whoever snitched first, they gonna get a better deal because you're gonna help us solidify this. All we need you to say, this is what the feds gonna say. All we need you to say is Durk knew about this. Does Durk know about this? Yeah, he knew about it. Oh, they closing the goddamn folders. The feds happy as hell closing the folders. Oh, we got them. All right, sign this. They coming with the goddamn sign this. And he probably ain't even. It's man. They watched everything. They watched the credit cards. So back to this indictment, it says after the feds watched these guys go to the hamburger restaurant in LA County, they watched these guys discuss the payments for the shooting earlier that day. It says they then purchased airline tickets from San Diego, California, because in the street mentality, you think if I leave LA County, I fly out from San Diego, they ain't even gonna know I was in LA. They can't prove it. So they went back to San Diego and flew back to Chicago from San Diego instead of leaving from LAX. So they would never be in the street dudes mentality. I'll never be placed nowhere near LA because San Diego is like dang near Mexico. Like it's closer to Mexico than it is to LA. So that's just, man, that's just one count. That's just one count. That was just for that stuff. So then they got the firearm charges. This is all just the machine gun charges, the switch. Them switches giving people life by themselves, bro. Let alone all this other stuff. So right here is the part of the indictment. They just talking about how they, switched the gun to a machine gun, which is a whole nother set of crimes, especially in California. California gun laws is ridiculous. Let me see. Let's read through this real quick. They're talking about what happens what you got to forfeit if you convicted. So this is just regular stuff, like you lose all your rights to guns, you lose some money, different stuff. They just talking about what would happen. This is all forfeiture allegations. So if you convicted, this is what's gonna happen. And that's the whole indictment, man. It didn't say nothing about nobody snitching. I ain't see nothing in here about nobody snitching. It didn't say no cooperator. I don't see no paperwork. I don't know. I don't know if somebody else sees some paperwork I'm not seeing. I ain't seen nothing about snitching. I think I just hear that on the internet. So I don't see no paperwork on Buddy. Is it in here somewhere I'm missing? Somebody will have to point me to the page that somebody told. Because from what I'm seeing, if somebody did tell, it's just icing. This look like they got a lot from my perspective. This indictment is heavy, bro. It's heavy. It looked like they got a lot of information. They got a lot of everything. Now, this is the message, man. Stay out the streets, bro. Even if you from the streets, get away from it, stay away from it. There's no opportunity to win in that situation. There's no opportunity to win in the streets. The streets, everybody loses in the streets one way or another. Hold on. So Academics is the one saying this dude is snitch. Let me see. Academics posted this dude's picture, said numerous reports online are suggesting that OTF member OTF Jam may have wore a wire in the case involving Durk and others. He reportedly served a 12-year sentence in prison and came home and then got booked shortly after on a gun right after allegedly Durk gave him $50K as a coming home gift. I didn't see that in no paperwork. We just watched this video before. So this is Durk and dude right here. This is dude right here. This is Durk. So I ain't seen no paperwork on Buddy. That's just what people are reporting. So we'll see. We'll see. It's crazy, man. It's a crazy situation. Let me see if there's anything else on this thing. I think the biggest part of this, the lesson in this situation is, bro, when God blesses you with an opportunity. Well, we see God don't hold us accountable for what we don't know. When we was in the street and we ain't know no better, we ain't know no better. When you know better, God holds you accountable. To whom much is given, much is required. So when you know this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, but you still doing it because you kind of feel like you got to, then now you're in the situation, bro. Let me see if there's anything else on this that we missing. We just read the indictment. We heard what 50 Cent had to say. But I didn't see Durk in that indictment either. So, Durk got arrested after that indictment. Maybe that's because somebody snitched. If you guys remember Wallow, they got the video of Wallow. I do remember this. Trip off this. This is the video of Wallow speaking about this situation. That's real. Y'all can't hear it? Let me try to reload it. I'm gonna try to reload it. Give me a second, you guys. Wallow was basically saying that he had to forgive his brother's killer, because if I didn't forgive him, I wouldn't be here to give you all this. Let me see if I can reload it. Let me know if y'all can hear this when I play it. Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear this? Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear it. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear it. If you can hear Wallow speaking. Why ain't allowing y'all to hear it? Man, let me pull it up on the phone. I got y'all. Don't trip. Nah, the IG ain't muted. It's probably YouTube tripping. I got y'all. Don't trip. I got it. We gonna figure it out. I appreciate y'all in the chat letting me know. Hit the like button while we wait. Let me show y'all what's going on. I got it right here. Don't trip, bro. Let me see. Probably better that I don't play it so they don't take the stream down anyway. Look.
Conditions, nigga, you big, that's not you. Talk to him, cuz. You're not what the fuck you going through, so just hold on and
Can y'all
keep
hear
going.
that?
Because I'm telling you, man, I can name 20, 30 niggas and my homies is dead. I'm here, though. And I'm going to say some shit that, like, this is documented. You know, I got a TED Talk. I forgave my brother's killer. And I'm saying it to say this. Nigga that killed my brother. My brother died in my grandma's arms. In that fucking house that we grew up in. Nigga shot my brother. He ran to the house. He died in Nanny Hall when she opened the door. So I'm telling you this, some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all won't know me. I won't be able to give y'all this game. But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. And when I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow. And I started to glow.
Amen.
And now I'm here today, and it was harder than a motherfucker, man. And I'm talking about this my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. This little Steve. But I can tell you one thing. Now I'm out here taking care of his daughter, paying for her to go to school, taking care of my nephew, taking care of my mama and my grandmama. Talk to him. Sure. Because I forgave my brother killer, but you know, I understand. I understand what y'all going through. But I love all you young niggas in here. And I mean that shit. I love you niggas, man. And I hope y'all make it out. I hope y'all make it the fuck out, man.
And he like
Straight up, man.
It's so crazy. Yeah, this motherfucker really dropping tears for this shit. Like shit for real. Like
I love you.
Look, man. Man, listen. You don't get that kind of love from somebody that ain't live it. I understand exactly what Wallow's saying. You gotta forgive your people killers. Rest in peace to my uncle, man. Somebody killed my uncle and he died in my arms. You know? And I was shot the same day. It was a shootout. I got shot 4 times that day. My uncle got shot 5, and he died in me and my brother's arms. So when I come talk to y'all about this stuff, I'm talking from experience. I'm a 2-strike felon. I'm talking from experience. It was hard, bro. It was hard to let it go. The person that killed my uncle ended up getting shot in the face. But it was hard. It was hard. And it was some years. It took some years. And I still deal with that sometimes. Sometimes I roll through where I'm from and see places that me and my uncle used to kick it, or just hear my uncle's voice, or just see my uncle pictures. It's hard, man. But when I come in here, same thing with Wallow. I'm successful now too. God has blessed me to make it out of a lot of stuff that you guys would never know by looking at me now. But if you don't let it go, you don't have that opportunity to make it out of that stuff. The Bible talk about it, man. What the devil meant for evil, God turned around for the good. I'm from it, for real. It's hard. It's hard. You want the relationships. You love the people that you grew up with. You love the people that you always been around. Like Wallow said, I hope y'all make it out, man, because on this side, it's much better from where I sit. It's much better from where I sit. It's not easy to do. It's the hardest thing you're going to do, especially if you really come from and you don't know nothing different. My friends is here. My family is from this. It's not easy. You got to make good decisions. You got to walk right. We come from them environments. Graduating high school is an accomplishment. We come from rough places, man. Like, when we get this opportunity to make these millions, hundreds of thousands, I heard Floyd say this. Floyd Mayweather said this one time. Like, that first 100,000 feel like 100 million. It's the best. It's a blessing when you come from poverty. We come from poverty, bro. All y'all know, if you come from it, you know what I'm talking about. Real people. Man, I speak to schools now. I speak to high schools. Go to my Instagram and look. I run businesses now. I put that suit and tie on now, bro. When I come over here, I let my hair down because I'm with my people. I'm on my platform. I'm with my people on the live. But in real life, we doing big business. Man, don't disrespect your blessings. Don't disrespect your blessings. Because it don't have to be like this. And God could take it from you just as easily as he gave it to you when you're not doing the right thing. When you're not doing the right thing, God could take it from you. You got to walk right, man. He put us in a position to lead. Everybody is not leaders. So when you start letting the not leaders lead you, instead of you leading the not leaders, these are the kind of situations that happen. Bro, we not doing none of that. What I tell my homies is, all my homies, and they know I'm the same. Look, we don't do nothing illegal over here. We ain't going to do nothing because why? Because I can't explain to your family, as a person that's been in shootouts, and as a person that's people have died with me while being with me, whether I got shot that day or not, and I had to go back to their moms and go back to their cousins and go back to their kids and explain exactly what happened and why I'm not dead too. We have a responsibility to not put our people in that situation. I can't explain to your mom why you're going to be doing life in prison or why you're going to be facing the death penalty if I allow you or put you in a position to go do something like that on behalf of me or my feelings. Get our feelings in check. When you successful, a leader, and come from the streets, get your feelings in check, bro. All that street stuff don't mean nothing to the real world. They don't care if you got money. Diddy put up $50 million. He can't get out. Durk, no bail. Durk ain't got no bail. Thug fighting the case right now. How long Thug been in jail? Y'all like to make it like it's corny when people come talk like this, but bro, it's the real thing. You ain't never been through it, so it's easy for you to get on the internet and type, slide for Von, slide for Von. But when you slide for Von, and everybody call you a dummy, when you go to jail, ain't nobody gonna be sending them packages, bro. Ain't nobody gonna be sending them packages. The homies can't even come see you because they felons and they can't come back. They can't come visit you unless they're immediate family by law. Everybody, you in the feds, everybody want to get away from you because we all still active. So no, we're not about to be picking up the phone for you and be seen sending you money and all that. It's all on you now. That's the streets. What he going through, I feel for him because I understand the feeling of I want to react. But we got to learn as black men, especially because we raised on emotions and pride and ego and being from the hood, we got to learn to not react and learn how to respond. No, we don't react, we respond. What's the best response? Not what's the best reaction or what's the first reaction. No, we leaders. When you're in a leadership position, you got leadership responsibilities, family. Leaders can't never be emotional. Leaders can't never make these type of mistakes. Why? Because I'm responsible for you. I tell my homies I'm responsible for you, bro. When we go out of here, they gonna say Will Evans' friend shot somebody. They ain't gonna say whoever it is shot somebody. And then I gotta go to your mama and I gotta go to your cousins. I gotta go to your baby mama, your wife, whoever it is, and explain to her, look, this is what he did. And they gonna be like, so he did that for you? No, I'm not gonna let it happen. No. Hey, calm down. Chill out, bro. You doing too much. Hey, relax. Hey, get him in the car. Hey, we gonna talk about it. Hey, we talk about it. We holler at it. I'm gonna holler at you. But get in the car. Meet me back at the office. I'll talk to you. We don't do crime around here. You got to be like that. You have to. Or you go down because you come from it. You go down because you come from it. My homies, they be like, yo, bro, look out for me. Give me some of this. No, I'll give you a job. I don't give money. I give opportunities, bro, because I know the situation that you in. If I give you $5,000 because of the circumstances you in, you're going to take it back to the hood and you're going to do what we do from that environment with that money. And then they're going to come to me and say, you funding this. Wait, no. How much money did you give them? And for me, because it's a couple $1,000s and I got it in my pocket, I'm just looking out for my homie that just came home. But the Fed's going to look at me like, no, you're funding crime. You're not looking out for a friend. Who looks out for a friend with that much money? For me, it's like, no, it's a few dollars. I had it in my pocket. I was just looking out for him. So Durk gave this dude $50,000. Right there, the Feds, you taking pictures with him? My friends that ain't out the streets, we don't even take pictures together. If we do, y'all never see them. They know, don't post that. Don't put that up. We from it for real. And I'm successful now. And if they really love you, if we talking for real from the street, if they really love you, they gonna say, hey, Will, don't even come around here, bro. What are you doing? Hey, we love you too much. You mean too much to us to be around here. Y'all, you know, we still act. They start treating you like how you treat Granny in the hood. When Granny come around, you put the bottle behind you. You put the weed out. You feel me? When Granny come around, you put the gun. You tuck the gun a little differently. That's how the homies that love you is gonna treat you. The homies that love you is gonna treat you like that. Hey, don't come around here. Hey, we love you, bro. Don't come around here no more. We still, you know, we walking around with, you feel me? We on that. Don't come around here. If they love you. If they don't love you and they in it for themselves, they're gonna be like, hey, yeah, come on, bro. Hey, look, yeah, that's a 223. That's the HK. That's how they're gonna do you if they don't love you. You know, we got it, bro. Whatever you need, I'll do this for you. I'll do that for you. The real homies, the ones that really love you, hey, bro, you know I'll do anything for you. But I need you over there doing what you do. You can't be out here playing with us as we own this. The Feds is sick of it. If you ain't getting the hint, the Feds are sick of niggas from the hood making millions of dollars and still doing crime and getting away with it. These people they looking at us like, you ain't go to college. I ain't go to college. All my employees did. Me personally, I ain't go to college. I don't got no degree. All my employees have degrees. This one got a business degree from here. That one got a business degree from there. This one got a degree in this. This one got a degree in psychology. Everybody got degrees, master's degrees and all. I come from the hood. College, no, I got 2 strikes, bullet wounds. Y'all can see my bullet wounds. All a bunch of leg shots. I've been shot with a shotgun. Yeah, I can show y'all. It's real. You got to move right when you come from it. You got to move right. It's too much on the line. We risking too much. These people looking at us like, man, you ain't go to college. You ain't struggle. All you've ever had to do is make a song. And why do you have the rights to these millions of dollars? They don't like seeing us in these houses. They don't like seeing us in these cars. They ain't happy to see us doing this stuff. So they waiting for you to make a mistake. Please do something stupid. That's how the judges and the lawyers and then when you look at the United States of America, when the government is funding, when it says the United States of America versus Lil Durk, whatever his real name is, what they're really saying is everybody in this building is against you already before you even walk in the courtroom, because the United States of America is paying that federal judge. The United States of America is paying the federal prosecutors. The United States of America is paying everybody, the person that's sitting in court, the court reporter, the one that's typing every word that you say for transcripts. They're paying that person. They're paying everybody in this courtroom, and everybody in here technically has a conflict of interest for real. Technically, the whole government is paying all these people salaries. And they're paying them to do what? To put you in jail. Be smart, bro. Be smart. I'm talking to the homies from where we from, the young ones from where we from, even the old ones that don't know no better right now because technology is different. We come from a different environment. They don't understand it. They're not trying to understand it. They're not trying to do better. And this is the problem that we have, especially in hip hop culture. Stop glorifying this nonsense. It ain't real. It ain't worth it. It ain't real. And it ain't going to end like you think it's going to end. It ain't gonna end like you think it's gonna end. We can blame people all day long. Oh, well, why don't they get on the record label executives? Why don't they talk about this person? Why don't they talk? Man, why don't we talk about us? We glorify killing. Niggas glorify killing niggas. Niggas make it like it's cool. The streets make it this culture pop. We gotta stop. I'm from it. I could talk about it. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. I don't do all that finger pointing, blaming. I feel like I don't do that. Me, when I changed my life, I changed my life. I left the streets behind. I didn't need nobody to tell me, no record label to tell me, hey, leave the streets behind. No, I knew that I wanted better. I knew I want different for mine. All that finger pointing, no, it's the white man. It's the white man. My grandmother told me, West African roots and Native American. Her mama's side, my great grandmother, Native American, my great grandfather, West African. He was a slave in South Carolina. My grandmother, being from that lineage, told me, don't ever be she always raised this. Don't ever be no white man won't let me up, nigga. That's what she always told us, me and my brother. Don't ever be no white man won't let me up, nigga. You can do whatever you choose to do. And it ain't the white man's fault. Do not be that guy. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody but us, bro. We make bad decisions. We make bad decisions. I mean, when I got arrested, when I was doing the things I was doing in the street, I was stupid. I was a kid. I was stupid. As a child, I thought as a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child. This is Bible scripture. When I became a man, I put away childish things. Durk is in his 30s. I'm 30 now. I just turned 30 this year. We grown men now, family. God ain't gonna keep giving us a pass and keep giving us a pass and keep giving us a pass. At some point, he say, you know what? You want to do that? I'm gonna leave you to your sin. That's on you. You made a choice. At some point. And we can't keep expecting that we're going to keep getting the pass from God. That's a spit in the face. If somebody slap you and you say, I forgive you, and then they slap you again, you say, I forgive you, and they keep doing that, you're like, all right, bro, I'm not going to do nothing back to you, but I'm going to walk away from you. God ain't treating us no different. No different. So stop. Especially when you ahead. When we did things in the street, we felt like we had to. When I realized I don't have to, and when I woke up that the world don't give a damn about how tough you are or how you move in the street, you know what I started doing? I stopped walking around like this, and I started walking around like this. How you doing? My name is Will Evans. I stopped walking around like, what's happening, bro? What's your name? Okay, you from here? Okay. Yeah. I'm with you. I stopped walking around like that when I realized, oh, in the real world, that don't mean nothing. They don't care. You could walk in this building and not be nothing from the streets, and they still give you an opportunity. Oh, you can make this kind of money and not even really be from the streets. You watching people that ain't from it making, like, you got to get out of the environment, expand your horizons, bro. You got to get out of the environment and see different, think different, be around different, interact with different. And if the environment, if you want to take some homies from the environment, they got to be on the same thing. I'm not taking nobody with me that ain't on it. I tell the homies, if I ever see you do the people that work for me, work with me, and the people that I give opportunities to, if I ever see you do anything in the streets, you going back. I'm not going to have you around me. We have too much to lose. Technology, the police got it. We're not getting away with nothing. We just saw this indictment. We just watched this whole indictment. They didn't watch these boys pull out buy the ski mask. They didn't watch them use the credit cards. They didn't watch them on the street cams. They watched them pull up to the killing. They watched them after the killing go to the hamburger spot, and they listened to them on the phone talk about the killing and who gonna get paid and how much. The feds got it. Technology got it. Man, stop all this nonsense. Stop all this nonsense. We have the opportunity to be more than what we come from. They hate when you become more than they expect. It's a Jay-Z lyric. But that's real. And like 50 said on the video I showed you guys, 50 just said it. You cannot continue the success if you don't stop. 50 said that, and that's 50 Cent saying it. He said, if you don't stop, you won't continue success. I heard that from 50 early on, and I learned right away. Okay, if 50 is saying it, I heard 50 say that for years. But nobody listens when 50 say it. 50 said I was crazy. He told Ari Melber, on an interview that 50 did. He was like, I was crazy back then. I don't know what I was thinking. I would tell the kids that I misled them. That's what 50 said. He said that. Let me see if I can find that, man. I might not be able to find it on this live stream. But 50 told Ari Melber that he was like, I'll be honest, I was absolutely crazy back then. And he said he said in so many words, he prays that God forgive him for misleading the kids. If 50 is saying that, then what do you think he's saying that because for no reason? He's saying that because there's some truth to it. You know, and a lot of people obviously was influenced by 50. But is this it? I don't know if I can find it. We'll put that on another live stream maybe. But it's real, man. It's real. You don't get to be successful and keep everything from the street. It just don't work like that. It just don't work like that. The street you got to leave behind when you get successful, man. That's all I got for you guys on this live stream. We've been here for almost two hours, man. I love you guys, man. To the dudes that is like me, I pray to God that you get it before you get it. I pray to God you don't have to be sitting in no cell thinking about it before you get it. They don't care if you got money. They don't care if you got connections. You will go to jail. We got to do better, specifically to the leaders of this stuff. Because as leaders, people with leadership personalities and people that are actually leaders, we have a responsibility to the people that are watching us and following us. My grandmother told me, when people watch you, when people listen to you, you're responsible for what you show them. You're responsible for what you tell them. You're responsible for what you show them. You're responsible for what you tell them. And their sins become your sins because you told them to do that. They saw you. You are a leader and you know it. You got to be responsible, bro. Be responsible when you're in a leadership position. I pray for them. I pray for everybody involved. Durk, Quando. My cousin shoot all Quando videos. And NBA Youngboy. But I pray for Durk, man. I pray for all these guys involved because I understand that a lot of people just don't understand. I pray for Quando and all them too. I tell my little cousin, hey, at the family reunion, I'll be on my cousin. Hey, nigga, what you doing with them? Because he a little younger than me. Like, what you doing with them? What's up with that? I would tell my man, don't stay away from that nonsense. I don't care if you just shooting the video. Stay away from that. Find somebody else to shoot videos for, bro. All money ain't good money. Because I don't want to be in no situation. I love my cousins. And I wouldn't be in no situation, but I pray for them. I pray for all of them, man. I pray for their souls. I pray that they get some real redemption out of this because, like I said, man, the more we sin, the more God just leave us to our sin. He ain't going to keep coming and just saving the day for us. But you know what they all doing right now while they in jail? God, please, if you could just get me out of this one. I know because I've been there. God, please, if you just get me out of this one time, I promise you I'll change. What about the last 15 times you told me you was going to change, son? God, everybody, God, please, mama's praying, grandma praying. He might get probation. Niggas is going to jail. My pops told my mama, that boy going to jail. When I was going through what I was going through, when I was younger, my mom like, he might get probation. I don't know. We got to pray. My dad was like, he going to jail. Now, how much time is by the grace of God? We're going to pray that God give him the least amount of time possible. I was going to jail. He was right. Everybody behind the scenes, God, please, God, when I'm in trouble, I need you. Man, you needed me back then. You didn't even know it. You needed me when you was free. You needed me before you got arrested, son. You being arrested ain't now that you need. Now you need me? No, you needed me. I'm still with you, but I ain't in that. I'm still with you, but I ain't with that. I'm still here next to you, but I ain't next to what you did. That's on you. You reap what you sow. Simple as that, man. That's all I got for you guys. God bless you guys. Urban Legend Will Evans. Make sure you like this live stream, subscribe, share this with somebody that needs to hear it, share it with somebody that needs to see it. I love you guys, man. I love you guys like family. I love you guys the way God tell me to love you guys, like myself. And I want to see everybody succeed. And I want these messages to be here long after I'm gone, so you guys can understand that these things are important, man. I hope that I entertained or educated you or brought some type of value to your life. I'm going to end this with a prayer, and we're going to close this out. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the people that are in here watching this. We thank you for the people that are going to watch this retroactively. God, we thank you for the option of change that you've given us. God, we thank you for the free will that you've given us, God, to do the right things. God, we thank you for an opportunity to be forgiven. We pray for everybody involved in these cases, God, that they come to you and they realize that they're making mistakes in life, God, and that they need you more than they need anything. God, we ask that you give everybody a chance to redeem themselves in you, even if they don't get to redeem themselves on this earth. We ask that you redeem their souls, Father God. God, we thank you for the opportunity to grow. We thank you because a lot of people didn't get that opportunity. A lot of people died in their sin. We still here. We still have the chance, God, and we're so grateful for that. Thank you once again for everything. Me personally, God, I want to thank you for what you've done for my life, that I can have a platform to share messages like this. Thank you for Wallow and Gilly, where we could hear that message that Wallow gave and we could understand it. We could watch good examples as well as the bad examples to know what not to do and to know what it looks like when we're doing what we're supposed to do, God. Thank you for that. As everybody that's watching this live streams, eyes are closed, heads are bowed, or even if they're just watching it and praying with us and fellowshipping with us, God, you said in your word that when two or more are gathered in your name, you are in the midst. And we're so grateful for this opportunity. Thank you for everything. And we don't want to ask you for any more, God. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Make sure you subscribe and, make sure you stay prayed up, stay out the way, man. Urban Legend with Evans, y'all know what it is. Love. I'm out.